my memory just got better after like just doing so many auditions, like intaking so much information all the time. I tend to have what do they say, photographic memory?
Really?
Yeah, so when I read something, I kind of can remember. Oh my gosh, are you gonna write something?
Yeah.
The conversation.
The OHP Uncut Podcast with Kannon.
Serayah, right before you logged on, my producer and I were talking about email addresses that boomers use. Nothing against boomers, obviously. But yo, when someone gives you an email address and it's like at AOL or at Hotmail.
It's a throwback for sure.
And the people that use it are usually throwbacks. Like my dad still has a Hotmail, and I get it like every day. I'm like, Dad, please get a Gmail. Like for so many reasons.
Oh my goodness, so funny. Yeah, I think my grandmother still has Hotmail as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Where do we find you today? What a weird way to phrase that question. Where are you?
I'm in Los Angeles right now. I'm in LA. It's very cloudy and cold and unusual.
Same thing here in Atlanta. Same thing here in Atlanta.
Is it? Okay.
In a hotel, I guess?
Yes. I'm in my hotel room right now. I just left Sway in the morning out here.
So that's my boy. I love Sway.
Yeah, and now I'm on with you, so I'm excited.
Did he go easy on you?
Yeah, it was pretty decent, like it was great interview. We had a great time, lots of laughs.
How about Charlemagne? Have you done Charlemagne?
I have done Charlemagne. Charlemagne's a little bit more tough. Yep. No, but you know what? He's funny to me, so I take it very lightly.
Yo, I love it. Well, usually we ask people to like look around their house, but you're in a hotel, and I know how my hotel rooms look when I get into them. I'm not going to ask you to do that because I dump my shit everywhere. I got laying all over the room when I get in.
I'm like,
Are you a hang your clothes up when you get into the hotel room kind of person, or just live out of the suitcase?
You know what? I hang up some things. Mm-hmm. But to hang up everything would be like a whole nother task.
Yeah.
For me. I do take my shoes out. I'll hang up like my jackets or something that's nice that I don't want to be like kind of crammed for too long. But the other stuff, I leave it in the suitcase and I just reorganize as I go.
What are you in LA for right now?
I was out here for my new series that I'm starring in, Kingdom Business on BET Plus. We just had a premiere this past Thursday. And so I kind of just extended my stay since I haven't been in LA in a minute. So I was here for that, and we had a couple like meet and greets and stuff. And then I got a chance to celebrate my new single that I just dropped, Revenge. So I kind of just been taking advantage of my time here in LA.
Did you get to go out to any of the like fancy restaurants where the paparazzi always is, like Craig's or any of those places?
You know what? I passed Craig's the other day and I was like, oh, I want some Craig's. I didn't get a chance to make it though, but I did try this new restaurant. It's called Tatel. It's in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
It's really, really hot. Like it's as in hot, like really sexy. It's really nice vibe.
I like how you clarified. You didn't mean that when you walked in, you broke a sweat. I understood.
No. I'm like, let me clarify
that. I want to talk about your single, obviously, but Kingdom Business, this is insane to me. And like you said, BET Plus, it just premiered the other day. There is like a soft underbelly. There is a secret business behind the business to so many things. I think we all learned that back when Toddlers and Tiaras came out. You mean it's not just a bunch of cute kids putting on tiaras? No.
Right, there's a whole business.
And the whole and the gospel business is no different. Tell me about
for sure.
Like how so? What kind of stories were interesting to you that you felt you needed to share? And just tell me a little bit about the soft underbelly of the gospel business.
No, yeah. I mean, for me, like, I mean, I'm a part of the church. Like, I'm a member, I've always been a member of the church, but to even see the behind the scenes is new for me as well, like to really tap into like how these families kind of operate. Their hierarchy is really crazy. It seems very regal. in their family, you know, the way that they go about things and respect each other is very Game of Thrones to me. Um, so, you know, it's interesting to see that. But I think a story that was super interesting for me too was just like the redemption in the actual family in the past, the bishop's life, like, because no one's perfect. So to see all of these events transpire and to see all of this wickedness and you know, uh kind of shady things going on behind the scenes, you realize like, oh, they too need redemption and to kind of come forth with truth and things like that. But I feel like society forgets it. Yeah, but you know, on the outside looking in, people forget that and think that, oh, they're perfect or they're trying to obtain perfect or they're trying to look perfect. And that's a real thing, you know? And so I think what I'm really excited about for the show is for the revelation of like, that's not what it's about, being perfect, you know? And I hope that people take something from one of the characters that kind of collides the worlds together to make it make sense, you know? And to kind of bridge the gap.
That's so funny. It's like when you go see your psychiatrist, the craziest person in the room is generally the psychiatrist. Almost right. All the time. How many of the events that we see in the show are based on real true events, and how many are made up for show?
Oh, real true. I'm not sure. Actually, I didn't get a chance to ask that question. But I'm sure that it's happened. I mean, I think Yolanda Adams and Kirk Franklin and Devon, they probably really know because they're in that industry.
God, what
and
a cast, by the way. Oh my.
I know, right? I love this cast. It's such a great ensemble cast. There's some fresher faces and then there's some familiar faces, and the voices and the music, everything's amazing. But yeah, it was great. It was really great filming.
You mentioned your music, and I've heard you speak before about your music, you know, giving you a chance to give yourself a voice, because so many people know you from Empire or from any of the other projects you've done, and this gives yourself a voice. What do you think the biggest misconception about you as a person is, and how does writing music allow you to sort of correct those things?
You know, I used to think maybe it's a misconception, but I'm like, maybe it's just people just don't know, you know, and that's just as simple as that, because what you said, you know, they see me on TV, they see me in various different lights, but to be let in on who the person is something that my music offers. And it's a space that I'm vulnerable in, and it's a space that I'm open to telling the truth, you know. And so I feel like it's the gateway for my fans or for new fans to kind of get to see like who I really am a little bit, because I do have so many different characters I'm playing, you know. I want them to see, I always want to push for the authenticity in my music so that people can get to know me there.
Which is more difficult for you, talking about yourself and sitting down and writing lyrics about how you actually feel, or playing a role of somebody else?
Definitely, I would say playing a role of someone else. There's more to discover. I feel like with writing, to me, I'm just such a natural writer. I journal and things like that. So to get it out on paper is the easiest for me. But to translate a character and to find all the nuances and the things that they're going through, and it's a bit more challenging, but I love it for that reason, because there's always something new to discover.
What's harder for you, writing a song and remembering the words when you get on stage, or remembering the lines that you had to remember when you're acting? Definitely
remembering lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And how do you do that? Do you have a technique? Do you have a trick?
You know what? My memory just got better after like just doing so many auditions, like intaking so much information all the time. I tend to have what do they say? Photographic memory.
Oh wow! Really?
So yeah. So when I read something, I kind of can remember what it said a little bit.
Instantly, or you have to read it a few times?
Like a couple times. And then I'm like, okay, I can kind of follow. But the only thing that gets tricky is when the conversation, oh my gosh, are you gonna write something?
Yeah.
The conversation.
Yeah. I'm just writing letters in a
Oh.
and numbers.
Oh my God. I'm being put to the test. Let's see.
All right. See, can you read those? Anyway, blah, blah, blah. And wow, what a rainy, shitty day it is outside. And what numbers and letters are written on this paper?
The ABQ to FBQ.
The last one was a 0, but that was my own scribble scrap.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. Wow. Very good. There's no way I could have done that. Very nice.
Thanks.
Should have made
That's
it
the first
longer.
time I got tested. Yeah, that's the first time I got quizzed. I'm like, oh, let me zone in.
Say that's the first time I've ever done that. What are your plans for summertime? I know you have a birthday coming up in June. What else do you got going on for summertime?
I really want to take a trip for my birthday and for, just to relax. But summertime, I definitely want to get involved in some festivals or some shows and things like that. Anything I can kind of jump on and be a part of. Also, I'm going to release my EP and possibly another single. And yeah, I think I'm going to be working a little bit throughout the summer on Wu-Tang. They kind of film into June. And so that's kind of pretty much my short term plans so far.
No birthday plans?
Yeah, so that's the thing. I'm trying to plan my birthday trip. I may have to be a week or a week after my actual birthday, but I definitely want to get away.
Not to get personal, but there's no way this question is not personal. But are you and your man still together?
Yes.
You are. And are you expecting a birthday present from Jacob?
Yeah, for sure.
Not the kind of thing where you go and ask him to get you something, or he's romantic and knows exactly what to get you?
He doesn't always know what to get me. I think because I'm super like eclectic, but he knows like he'll definitely think about it and eventually get something really nice for sure.
Don't you hate it when someone gets you a gift and you know they put a lot of thought into it and you have to pretend to like it when you really don't?
Oh, no. I know, because it's like, thank you so much, but oh.
But you're an actor.
No, he's great. He's a great gift giver. He's a great gift giver.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, last thing we're going to do is run down 5 quick questions, random questions. They're just random questions. Answer with the first answer that comes to mind, obviously. Okay. All right. What's the first app you go to in the morning?
Instagram.
Are you a comment reader or a comment ignorer, by the way?
Comment ignorer for sure. Unless someone tells me to read the comments, and I'm like, oh, let me go read the comments.
Do you respond to comments?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I can't help it.
Sometimes you regret responding.
Sometimes I delete them. Yeah. Sometimes I delete them.
There's something lethargic. Yes.
It's like as if it still happened.
Cathartic is the word I'm looking for. Lethargic is how you feel after you drink too much and you wake up the next day.
Yes, exactly. Very tired.
But there is something cathartic about writing a comment and then deleting it because you know it was a bad idea.
Right.
Who's your best friend in the world?
My best friend in the world has to be my mom, and also my best friend Mia. We've been friends since I was 12.
If you were gonna be put on death row and you were allowed one last meal, what would you want that last meal to be?
Ooh, this is good because I love food, and I'm actually currently hungry. So let's see. My last meal would have to be, drum roll, I would say spaghetti. I mean, it's an OG classic, and I just feel like it has to have garlic bread.
Yes, because you have to dip.
Yeah. And it's just something about spaghetti. that's super simple, but like just makes you feel so comforted. So yeah, if I was on death row, I would definitely get spaghetti and garlic bread for sure.
What about meat? Are you a meatballs or a meat sauce kind of girl?
I like meat sauce.
Same. Most people like meatballs. I don't want to. Why cut it up when I can have it all ground up for me?
It's already exactly.
What's the last song you turned up really loud?
My new song. I was playing that song in the car.
And finally, and I get such a range of answers on this question. It's insane. And I mean, so crazy. But if you could spend one night, dinner and a night, not like a date, but just a night together with any fictional character, who would it be and why?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that made you pause for a second, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Is it weird to say Spider-Man?
No, what? There is no right or wrong.
I would say him because he has like a sense of humor, so I'm not going to be like bored. And then just like fly around the city. That would be great. Just web around with him. Web around. Exactly. Just web around the city and just it seems pretty fun.
I love it. You have been a ton of fun today. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Really appreciate it. Kingdom Business.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, it was so much fun. We got to circle back again sometime. Whenever you're in Atlanta, I know it's like the new Hollywood here. Maybe we can catch up.
Yeah, I'm based in Atlanta, so we should definitely do this again.
You're based in Atlanta?
Yeah, I just moved there.
Welcome to Atlanta. Have you found a hot spot here? Have you found a favorite restaurant here yet?
You know what? I'm still kind of searching around. I'm trying to find the spots. I've been to the casual, wing joints and things like that are so good. I also brunch toast on Linux. I went there, but I'm trying to find some really nice, dining places. I haven't yet.
Ray's on the River. I will recommend Ray's on the River.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. It's a little bit north, but it's super good. And I'm a foodie, and I can tell you that food does not disappoint. That's not all atmosphere and crappy food. That's really, really good everything. So you'll enjoy that.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to try that out.
Sarayah, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
The OHP Uncut Podcast with Kannon.